Hey guys, so we're going to go over subtracting fractions. So let's look at a first example here. And the first thing that you're going to notice is that, probably you notice right off the bat, is that we have a common denominator. So similar to adding fractions, with subtracting fractions, you're going to want to have the same goal, which is to keep a common denominator or find a common denominator. So in this case, we have a common denominator, and the denominator is 25. So we're good. So what we're going to do is we're going to do similar to what we did when we were adding fractions, is we're going to keep the denominator the same. And we're just now, instead of adding the fractions, we're going to subtract the numerator. So 19 minus 4 is 15. Okay? And we're going to want to simplify as well. That's something that we always want to ask ourselves. Can we simplify? Well, can we simplify 15 over 25? Yes. We can divide both numbers by 5. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So when we're subtracting fractions, just like when we were adding fractions, you want a common denominator, okay, and then you just subtract the numerator. Let's look at an example where we don't have a common denominator. 5 over 8 minus 1 over 6. Okay, so in this situation, we do not have a common denominator. So I want you to try to think about what a good common denominator would be, or what's a good LCM for 8 and 6. And I'll give you a few minutes to think about that. So hopefully you thought of maybe a couple of numbers, but what I was thinking of was 24. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to convert. So 8 can go into 24 3 times. Now, if you pick something else out, okay, say you picked 48, right, which would also work, that's okay. The only thing that would get in your way if you picked 48 is you would have to simplify more in the end. Okay, so again, if you don't pick the least common denominator, that's okay. You're just going to have to simplify more in the end. Okay, so that my new denominator here would be 5 times 3 is 15. How did I get from 6 to 24? I multiplied by 4. New denominator is 4. Next step, carry that denominator over. That doesn't change. 15 minus 4 is 11. Can't simplify. 11's a prime. That's your answer. Okay, so pretty simple how to subtract fractions with different denominators and fractions with similar denominators. Very simple and similar to adding. The only difference is we are subtracting.